to the meeting, meeting with the Board of Aldermen and the mayor on today. I know we got a little rain earlier and we won't have the crowd that we had last night, but either way, just thank you for being interested in what we do and continue to support us as we go forward in trying to handle the city's business. So with that being said, I will call for the invocation. I ask, since Alderman Wells to stand up, Mayor Pro Tem, please the word of prayer.
Let us pray. Gracious, kind, and Heavenly Father, we come this afternoon and thank you again for this opportunity. We ask your blessings upon the mayor, the council, the citizens of Canton, and all who are assembled here today. We pray that all that we do will be to your glory, honor, and edification. We ask that you forgive us of sin and trespasses, and we thank you for your Son, Jesus. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Going forward, we'll go forward with the roll call. Alderman Cynthia Allen.
Present.
Alderman Rodriguez Brown. Alderman Rodriguez Brown. Alderwoman Dr. Shannon Whitehead, PhD.
Present.
Alderwoman Monica Gilpin.
Present.
Alderman Les Penn.
Present.
Alderwoman Janice Diamond.
Present.
And Alderman Mayor Pro Tem Lafayette E. Wells.
Present.
All right, now with part where our public presentations go forward, and we normally don't do this during a voting session of the meeting, but the exception is because on last night, probable candidates for the CLU board were welcomed to City Hall and was presented. One person was left off that list, and that was Ms. Barbara Owens. Ms. Barbara Owens, on behalf of the city, I do deeply apologize. I don't think it was intentional, and once it was brought to my attention, we were able to fix that problem by having you here today. So again, from the bottom of my heart, I truly apologize to you, and you may approach the podium.
Well, thank you, Mayor and Alderman and Ms. Lisa Ross. So I'm sorry for the inconvenience that this might be causing your meetings. I know I've taken y'all out of order, but thank you for giving me the opportunity to introduce myself and to speak to you. So like the mayor said, I'm Barbara Owens. I've been a resident of Canton for about 10 years, and I have served the city on the Historic Preservation Board, and I was a member of the Democratic Executive Election Committee this past election and got to experience all the fun, and I'm pleased to say that we came through and voted y'all in, including Tim Taylor as mayor. Some people have accused me of being a Republican, but I need to let you know that I'm not a member of either party. I'm a conservative person, but I have a Democrat's heart. So I like to think that I'm the best of all the parties. CMU, a position on the CMU board is something I've wanted for years. I've worked in public utilities for Entergy and TVA for about 15 years, and I said, as soon as I retire and there's no conflict of interest, I want to come be a member of the board. So there's an opening. I hate that I didn't get to meet the other candidates last night, but I'm thankful for a couple of minutes to tell you why I think I would be a good addition, a good value to the board. So I have some education, some formal education, a bachelor's degree in math and a couple of master's degrees, one in statistics, one in industrial engineering. I've worked at a utility for 15 years. Most of my experience is in power generation, but as part of the projects I managed, we had to worry about distribution, you know, how we get the electrons out to the customer. We had to worry about water management because we had to cool our reactors. So we pumped and managed thousands and thousands of gallons of water with collection wells and supply wells, much like CMU has. So I'm very familiar with all of the infrastructure from the work that I've done. I've also been an operations manager and responsible for maintenance. And I know how important preventive maintenance is and how important it is to have critical spare equipment in order to improve the reliability of operations and minimize downtime. I've also worked logistics for storm response. So we had a big Hurricane Laura, and I was responsible for setting up logistics for that. And I understand and bring competence in the oversight of emergency operations and preparedness. I've been fortunate to forge some relationships with a couple of the board members already. I've attended several board meetings, and I've watched the impact of this latest rate change on our customers. And you know, CMU's mission is to provide the best possible customer service, A-class customer service. And I think the CMU has the ability to provide that. But lately there's been some challenges that need to be overcome. So for instance, if you sum up the rate increases, the base rate plus the adjustable rate for water, and the base rate and the adjustable rate for sewer, and the pass-through from MACWA, the percent increase is, anybody want to guess? Over 250%. That's, now, if you keep your water usage low, you won't notice that.
Ms. Owens, I'm gonna interrupt you for a second. The procedure is to allow 30 minutes.
Oh, am I done?
No, but what I'm gonna do, just for the sake of you being here, so I won't hear this again, that I'm being biased,
No,
whatever trying to
I'll sit down.
want No, you're good.
No, we still need to ask you questions.
Go ahead, yeah, and go ahead and finish up, but I just want you to know, normally it's 3 minutes, so go ahead.
Okay, so in summary, I want to say the most important quality I bring to this position is my love for Canton, a desire for the city to shine, a passion for improvements. Mr. Taylor, I believe in you and this board of aldermen, and put me in, coach. I'm ready to go to work. Thank you.
All right, any questions for Ms. Barbara Owens?
Oh, yeah, I sit down.
Yeah, I've got a few. Speaking on the rate change you just mentioned, which is a big issue, obviously going on. It's an issue we talked about last night, after seeing stuff, not with the city stuff, but afterwards. Can it break down what it is you mean, what parts got it to the 200% increase?
Oh, I can tell you exactly. So here's the way the calculation goes. They look at how many units of water you use. They take those units. The first thing you pay for is a monthly fee just to have an account. Okay, that went up, almost 25%. Then you pay the usage rate, so 11 gallons, 11 water units versus 20 water units. That went up at least 25%. They calculate the sewer the same way. You have a base amount, that went up, and then you have the usage rate for sewer now, of course, is equal to the water. And then the MACWA pass-through is as much as sewer is. So when you, can I just give you
Well,
one?
I guess what I was asking last night to some people, and none of us up here seem to know the answers, and no one seems to give an answer that I'm happy with. Why? I'm trying to figure out why the sewage is that. Why is the sewage the same as, you know, you're talking about sewage all of a sudden going from nothing to hundreds of dollars.
Wagner Engineering built a rate case. So CMU realized that they were losing money. And they were gonna have to change their rates or they're gonna be in
That would be out of money.
So Wagner Engineering put together what's called a rate case. And that rate case was sent to the regulators, to the Public Service Commission, and they approved it, and the board approved it. But nobody has talked about the net effect of all the changes, except the people showing up saying, why did my bill go up 250% over last year? So just for instance, in March, I used 11 units of water. My bill was 45, sewer and water. In July, I used 11 units of water. My bill was 122.32.
So same units, but, yeah.
Same except just divide, and you get, in my case, 267. Now I live in the city. If you live at Lake Caroline,
It's more.
it's more.
Yeah.
But I'm not, I hope to impress you by the fact that I've done my homework and I know what's going on, but I don't want to come in and point fingers at anybody. I just want to roll up my shirt sleeves, be part of the team, and help where I can. And use my skills to do that. Any other questions?
Well, as the mayor, I can say, I read your resume, it is impressive, no doubt. And again, I know accusations are gonna flow because you were left off the list.
Hey, that's
And-
water under the bridge for me, sir.
Yeah, but it's not for me because the accusations hurled at me that I'm a racist, so I'm having racist implications, none whatsoever. I was not here last night, and I think I talked to all of the wells, maybe about 10 o'clock, and we didn't even discuss the agenda. That was one thing we discussed, and it was an internal matter. And none of this, until I got your phone call this morning, I listened to you, and we went forward. I went and talked to the clerk and said, put it on the agenda for today. I know that we don't normally do this. So I think you need to know the whole story on this. And it was not intentional, none whatsoever.
Well, and I can't thank you enough for making an exception for me. I know this is out of process, and I know it was an inconvenience, and thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. All right, moving on. We're now at Roman number 2, approval of the meeting's agenda.
Mayor, before we approve the agenda, I have an item I'd like to add to the agenda as well as to make a change on the agenda.
Okay?
Item 28 says approval to apply for tax anticipation loan. We need to change that to resolution to apply for tax anticipation loan.
He said 28.
28, wrong with 20, right with resolution, right, we have to do resolution first. And the item that I would like to add to the agenda, I would like for this board to, for us to go in and advertise for a chief financial officer for the city at this time, immediately.
Okay, and that would fall on the 29.
Yes. No, can't be 29.
On that,
28A.
28, I'm sorry.
B. 28B.
Okay.
Tonight, when you call for the motion, I'll motion.
You may, all right.
Before we adopt the agenda, I don't want to place on the agenda, but I do want to make a request. Scared not here, right?
No.
Nobody from the department is here. But I do want to, now that we've been in our own garbage pickup, for the last couple of months, I want to know if you could give me a breakdown of what revenue we generate. And so we can see how beneficial it has been, because we have yet to get anything regarding how much money we made.
You're talking about the month to month?
Yes, since we started picking up the trash.
Okay, is Mr. Garrett here?
No,
Okay.
I just wanted to make that request. Document that. Thank you.
Okay, therefore, the agenda's been modified, and we're at the place now that the mayor will entertain a motion for the approval of the, meetings presented.
When you give your motion to add that item.
Okay,
I'd like a motion that we, advertise for chief financial officer for the city, immediately.
that is the motion, is there a second?
Second.
It's been a motion and properly second. Are you ready to vote? And so, what is your vote?
Whitehead.
Here, Kat.
Allen, aye.
Wells,
Yeah.
Brown, aye. Whitehead, aye.
Is that everybody? Yeah. Okay. The majority has it, therefore, motion carries. Does the same apply for item 28B?
yeah, we've added.
Yes.
Yeah, we've already added.
Yeah.
We added this action. You carry on. Back to number 2.
Okay. Therefore, we're at Roman number 2. No.
Yes.
Yeah. Roman number 2, approval of the meeting agenda. Is there a motion?
Motion that we, accept the agenda. Approve the agenda.
There's a motion on the table. Is there a second?
Second.
Is the motion properly second? Are you ready to vote? And so, what is your vote?
Yeah.
Here, Kat.
Wells,
Allen, aye. Whitehead, aye.
Alderman Brown?
I was waiting on this plane to pass. Brown, aye.
All right, the vote is unanimous, therefore the motion carried. Roman number 3, Dr. Anderson.
It states approval of September 16th and September 25th, 2025 meeting minutes.
The mayor will now entertain a motion regarding Roman number 3.
Those are minutes from yesterday's order, right?
Yes.
Motion.
There's been a motion, is there a second?
Second.
Is the motion properly second? Therefore, are you ready to vote? And if so, what is your vote?
Wells,
Yeah.
Was that an echo?
yeah.
Here, Kat.
Brown, nay. I'm sorry. Where's the motion? I'm the chief judge. I apologize. Could you state that again? Where's the motion for? I apologize, Mayor.
Roman number 4, do you have an agenda?
Number 3,
Num-
the approval of the September 16th,
Oh.
September 2025 minutes.
Allen, aye. Whitehead, aye.
What's the second time? Okay. No. All right. The ayes have it, motion carried. Roman number 4,
Approval of claims and contractual claims docket.
Yeah, makes a motion.
is there a second?
Second.
It's been motioned and properly second. Are you ready to vote? And so, what is your vote?
Wells,
Yeah.
Allen, nay. Brown, aye. Whitehead, nay.
Here, Kat.
What's the vote? 4-3? regarding Roman number 4?
Five.
Is it a 4-3 vote in
Yeah,
favor of the claim
Yeah,
document?
yeah.
That's three.
Okay. All right.
It's Rodriguez.
Okay, Rodriguez, Alderman Brown. All right. The votes are in favor of, Roman number 5.
Approval of payroll docket.
The mayor will entertain a motion to approve Roman number 5.
So moved.
Second. It's not, it's item nine, it's not.
Oh,
In the form, do it.
oh, gotcha, okay, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Now, I'm ready, this is set.
Okay.
Yeah, right, yeah. We have to do it.
Therefore, where's the point, where is your vote, all the ladies and all the men?
Williams, aye.
Allen, aye.
Yeah.
Here, nay.
Dr. Whitehead?
Whitehead, aye.
Okay. I'll wait down here, I got scared to vote. I can't hear you. You can vote the same way you're talking to me now. Okay? That's it. All right. The vote is in favor of ayes, therefore motion carries. Roman number 6.
Approval to appoint blank as CMU Commission, Utilities Commissioner, commencing October 25 through June 2029. Trying to think, I have it right.
It's in June 30th, 2020. That's in the current June 30th.
June 30th.
2020.
Okay.
So, Attorney Banks, how will we do this regarding Roman number 6? Do we call out the candidate's name, get a vote that way? How do we do it, or do we need to come back to it?
No, they just call the name.
Yeah, but whoever makes a motion, just makes a motion, it's that person's name.
Okay.
I'll make the motion, Mayor.
Okay? Alderman Lesbian?
Because of her experience, I would like to appoint Ms. Barbara Owens to the CME board.
Okay, there's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
I'll second
It's been motioned and properly second. Are you ready to vote?
that.
Ready?
If so, what is your vote?
Give it down.
Him,
Williams, aye.
We're nominating, I'm ready, I'm sorry, Mayor, forgive me, this is, I'm trying to listen to hear what y'all saying. Mayor, I'm sorry, I apologize, Mayor.
Yeah, the chair will recognize,
Unreadiness.
Alderman Allen, I'm sorry, Alderman,
Okay. It's out, it's okay. I wanted to make certain you're voting to add her name to the list, or you're voting to add her as the actual commissioner? I didn't hear that part.
We're voting to make her CMU commissioner in the vacant spot that's over at CMU currently.
Okay. You said Ms. Barbara Owens, correct?
Ms. Barbara Owens.
Okay. Allen name?
Brown, nay.
Whitehead name?
3-3, what is it, 4-3?
3-3.
We got to get 4-3 May.
Yeah.
4-3 nay? All right. Votes are in for Ms. Barbara Owens. The vote is 4-3 nay. Therefore, motion carries.
Failed.
Failed.
Fail, I'm sorry, fail, so you said carries. Okay. Is there another motion for another candidate?
Well, there were 4 nays. I think somebody was.
I'm sorry, would you entertain a motion? I apologize, Mayor, forgive me. Did you entertain a motion for the next person?
Yes.
I so move J.D. Dixon be elected as the next CMU commissioner.
Who's this gentleman?
Jonathan.
Okay.
Jonathan Dixon.
Okay, there's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
I second.
It's been been motion properly second. Are you ready to vote? If so, say
Ready.
yes.
Allen, aye. Whitehead, aye. Brown, nay.
Penn, nay.
Wells, nay.
I'm gonna abstain.
Second vote.
It failed.
It failed.
It failed.
It failed.
Okay.
Move the vote.
It was.
The vote was two yes, 3 nays, 2 abstentions,
Yeah,
so
it failed.
Okay. All right, next up. Next candidate up. I'm sorry. Who's the candidate?
Jared Jackson, Cedric Jackson, Sharon Wilkes, and Walter King.
Okay, who's up next?
Mayor, if I may,
You married?
I'm gonna ask that we suspend that vote right now and come back to it. Let's move on to something else and we'll come back.
We're in the middle of it.
Well,
Yeah.
pretty sure that we're not gonna get a majority on
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so why, remember,
So,
we got people here sitting here waiting. That's, I'm asking you, you don't. and come
Maybe
back
let's
to it.
do
Maybe that's
Yeah.
what we have some thoughts of that, we'll decide before the meeting is over, because we do need to put somebody in that spot.
So what is the board's thoughts on, our lady's, request?
just move on to item 7.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I didn't make a motion.
I made a motion to
Do I need to
make a
make a
request.
motion? I would motion that we will, table that until later in the agenda.
Okay. Moving on to,
I got your second, man.
okay. It's been motion properly
No,
second.
no.
I'll second. Go ahead.
Okay,
You got your second.
I got a second.
I second.
All right. Are you ready to vote? If so, what is your vote?
Here, yeah.
Yeah.
Allen, aye.
Wells,
Brown, aye.
Dr. Whitehead?
Whitehead, aye.
The vote is unanimous, that full motion carried. Okay, Roman number 7.
Approval to appoint blank to the Housing Authority.
And who are the candidates for the housing?
We had one presentation last night, and that was Kawana Williams.
One Williams.
Yes.
Is Mr. Beasley here?
Yes.
Mr. Beasley, are you familiar with this particular candidate?
Yes.
Is there anything you would like to say about her?
No, sir. She came by and visited with me. She seems to be a good quality candidate. She's a young lady. She wanted to know a little bit about the housing authority, so we briefed her what we do, what we've done in the past, and where we headed. And so she seems to be on board with that. She is a citizen of the community, and she lives out on King Ranch Road, I believe.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, so other than that, that's all I have.
The mayor will now entertain a motion regarding Roman number 7.
A motion for Kiwanis Williams.
I second.
Okay, motion.
Yeah, that's all I was about to say, you probably should. Yes, ma'am.
You have to abstain.
Yeah. Mayor, now entertain a motion regarding,
Now, Ms. Gary, excuse me,
I'm sorry?
she can't be in the door. They can make that decision.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Say whatever.
Yeah.
I need to have counsel with the attorney.
You good?
That's what I need to know. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor. Mayor, I motion that we table number 7.
There's a motion on the floor to table, Roman number 7. Yeah.
They didn't get a motion.
They got a motion. She couldn't vote.
Right.
All right, is there a second? To table, Roman number 7.
Second.
The motion is properly second. Are you ready to vote? And so what is your vote?
Carry out.
Allen,
Brown eye.
Wells, aye.
Whitehead, aye.
Pin eye.
The vote is unanimous, therefore motion carries. Roman number 8.
Hold on, sir, you went to give me that.
Come on, we have a quorum, so.
Okay. Roman number 8.
Approve ordinance establishing and approving a procedure for renaming streets, public facilities, and honorary street names, and for other related purposes, as well as corresponding city of Canton form.
I think we've had some discussion about that, therefore the mayor will entertain a motion regarding Roman number 8.
I so move, Mayor.
I second.
The motion is properly second. If you're ready to vote, please vote.
Domino.
Allen, aye.
Carry out.
Pin eye.
Wells, aye.
Brown eye.
Whitehead,
What was Dr. Wiley?
Dr. Whitehead, would you repeat your vote, please?
aye. Whitehead, aye.
The vote is unanimous, therefore motion carries. Roman number 9.
Approval of city of Canton form for renaming streets, honorary, street naming and renaming of public facilities.
Is there a motion regarding Roman number 9?
So moved.
Second.
It's been motion properly second. Are you ready to vote? And so what is your vote?
Carry out.
Allen, aye.
Wells, aye.
Brown eye.
Whitehead, aye.
Pin eye. My bad.
Vote is unanimous, therefore motion carries. Roman number 10.
Approval of garbage transition items proceeding, and that's the amendment of ordinance for establishing garbage collection fees for residential and commercial. Approval of additional garbage cart form, and approval of form for door-to-door pickup for residential household waste.
And Mr. Gary, you might have come to the podium because of the question for you earlier. The mayor will entertain a motion regarding Roman number 10.
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been motion and properly second. Are you ready to vote? And so what is your vote?
Well,
Allen, aye.
Barnum, aye.
And,
Whitehead, aye.
Drinking that.
Good night. The vote is five, it's 6-1, therefore motion carried. Ms. Garrett, you were requested earlier before you got here, our lady Guilty had a question for you.
I know we've been collecting our own garbage since August. Can you give us a monthly breakdown? It don't have to be that, because I don't spring this on you, I just thought about it, that night, what's that? Of how much revenue we've generated from, collecting our own trash. Sorry. Thank you.
I'll get back with her on that. And just let me say this, from where I sit and from where I came from as an alderman in the city, every time we change, contracts with garbage collectors, we have some hiccups. But on my morning walks, when I see these trucks doing what they do in a uniform way, to some degree, I'm not an artist, but it's beautiful. The city is silent, and I don't see as much debris left over. And I see the constituents working with us to do what we need done in order to accommodate what you all are doing at the landfill. So I see the effort being put forth, and I see the inclusion of working to keep the city clean. We're not gonna eradicate all of it, but I think we're off to a good start. So whatever you're doing, continue to build upon it. And just because you get an accolade, don't stop here. Let's continue. Now, this is one person's opinion. The other old ladies and the other aldermen may differ from me. But I think you know I get up pretty early in the morning and I see the progress. And believe me, this progress is beautiful. Thank you so very much.
Mayor, if I may.
You may.
Stay right there, Mr. Gibb. I'm gonna ask Mr. Cotton, Mr. Davis, y'all come up here too, because those accolades should be shared.
Well, when they get to the podium,
They
all the
come
way
to the
to
podium. Remember, they're not coming to the podium today.
the
So I just wanna share, I wanna share.
they will be in executive session.
I'll be, everybody, I want this to be on Facebook Live. Because I've seen things done that I haven't seen done in Canton as far as grass cutting and somebody actually using a shovel to get the grass up and a hoe to get the grass up as opposed to a machine. So they let me know that there are some people who still can manually do work as opposed to relying on equipment. So I'm gonna call out Mr. Kai. I'm past you 3 days last week on my way to work. Thank you all, Ms. Davis, Ms. Garrett. I think this is a shared responsibility, and it proves that teamwork can work as long as you're willing to work with each other and be a part of a team. But I wanted to commend all of you all, and I know Mr. Cofer's not here, because this is not gonna Adam Davis thing, it's not gonna Melvin Garrett thing, or Mr. Cofer or Mr. Cotton. Mr. Cotton is the newest person here. Well,
Ms. Dean.
oh, Ms. Dean, yes. But to see the work being done is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to publicly say this, since the mayor was going to, and we were going to do an executive session, but I want the citizens to know who's responsible for the work that's happening.
And if I may take executive privilege, we have a meeting every Monday morning. And what was discussed in this morning's Monday morning meeting? That we got great momentum going. And accolades were going out to every department in the city, including fire and police. And not only do people see it, I say it every week. From day one, I saw the change going forward. Now, since I am in charge of day-to-day operations, I give those accolades out on a weekly basis. I don't know why my directors are afraid to say that. Because unless they are not listening to what's going on in the meetings on Monday mornings.
Well, you know.
We have to take
I'm just saying that I don't want our lady guilty thinking that the person who's running day-to-day operations is not giving out accolades. Look, I know everywhere I go, I get credit for what's going on.
Yeah.
And I understand the same mouth that will compliment you will criticize you. That I understand. I found that out leaving the forum last night. Most of the people that criticize Canton, they're not even from Canton. And they talk about what's in the past. Well, I'm new and going forward in the future. And that's what we're trying to put on the table, that we're going in a new direction. And with that being said, Mr. Davis, I see you smiling, go ahead.
Hey, we ran on positive change, and I think we have a team together, and we moving forward.
You may,
I asked you earlier,
do what now?
since I asked you earlier when Gilky was doing her presentation.
Oh, we'll recognize you, Ms. Davis, Ms.
Okay, as I stated on last night, I think I told you, how grateful I was that when the trash did fall off the truck, that the young man did leave, because normally, when we had the other waste management, they wouldn't just come back and pick it up, but your guy picked it up right away, because I went back through and everything was picked up. And I want to commend you last night, but I want to commend you publicly, all of you, today. Thank you for what you're doing for the city of Canton.
All of us.
Yes.
Yes, all of us.
And let it be noted, I can't keep, me and Cotton and crawl them in the city. So let that be known. Thank you.
In summary, if I may, we appreciate the opportunity to serve. We're serving leaders. None of us here work to be set, promoted, or anything like that. We all lead by example. The glue that holds us together is a man named Canton. He's the newly elected mayor. He reminds us often of that, but he needs not, because he has given us the opportunity to serve. He has told us that if we don't cut the mustard, then we won't get on the hot dog. And Mr. Taylor has been very adamant, very straightforward with us, and most of all, I appreciate his sternness, because I'm a stern person. But we all do appreciate our jobs and appreciate the opportunities to serve, because, you know, we hear people say that other people are serving in other cities, but we here to serve Canton, and we just thank you for the opportunity to serve. Thank you all.
Thank you all. Thank you all.
Any more questions for us?
We have enough people left. He left the new shit,
Won't not be allowed.
Number 11, said approval to rebid Pain Multi-Purpose, roof complex.
I'm going to add. Mayor, come on.
You may?
Can we talk, I need to ask some questions about this in executive session.
I'll look at it and see this executive session.
Okay.
Make a motion to move the executive session down and I'll.
Okay. Yes.
So we wait,
Make a motion to move into executive session.
Okay.
Because yeah.
Wait, on the motion.
I said motion to move.
Oh, okay, there's a motion on the table, is that second?
I'll second.
Is the motion properly second, are you ready to vote, and so what is your vote?
Yeah, okay.
Wells on.
Count
You know,
Right here. It's probably me.
Okay.
Yeah. Motion is, unanimous, therefore motion carried. Roman number 12,
applications for engineering services on landfill expansion / solid waste improvement.
So moved.
Second.
Oh, we need to pick the three now?
Well, let's come back to that. I got some names. All right, roll number 14.
13.
13?
Yeah, 13.
Getting ahead of myself, I'm trying to get out of here.
We got a motion and a second.
That's it, so it's lost.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, you're on that session.
Yeah.
I withdraw the motion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, look, I didn't realize we had to pick people today.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
So where are we, 13?
13.
13.
Okay.
13, approve the section 8 operating plan and financial assurances regarding landfill solid waste permit application to MDEQ.
So, Mr. Garrett, before we, I call for a motion, if you
Go ahead.
are we gonna follow up with anything with Mr. Cunningham?
Yes.
Okay, do we have a date set?
Yes, I asked him to get back with us earlier this week because he did submit the information to MDEQ. And they had, one item that they asked him to correct, and I know it dealt with, he had a question as relates to the amount of wastewater that's being pumped, by the well there in the landfill. And so he responded to, Miss Charity Rockingham, who was over the permit department. And I think they were well satisfied with the answer. I'm gonna call him, matter of fact, when you relieve us to go to the executive session, make sure that the letter went out. And the letter went out, but they just had one item.
So the one item is in concern with the permit that's being requested?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. The mayor will now entertain a motion regarding Roman number 13.
That motion, Mayor, that we approve, room number 13.
Is there a second?
Second.
And with that second, I just want to say the importance of this is what we're doing at the landfill to extend the services that we're now using. It's very important that we go forward, and there's some steps involved that we have to execute and take care of. So please keep in mind and keep this on your mind as to, I know it's out of sight and not seen, but it's very important to this particular city. So with that, are you ready to vote? If so, what is your vote?
Wells, aye.
And,
Yeah.
Brown eye. Allen.
Has everyone voted? Dr. Wiley had maybe,
She's off.
okay. Therefore, the vote is unanimous and motion carried. Room number 14.
Approval of Franklin Engineering and Consulting general terms and conditions, agreement for proposal to provide statewide engineering consulting services, and the proposal for 2026 air compliance system proposal.
Any motion, Mayor?
Yeah, I was just trying to read it.
Okay.
This is the young man who you live by, right?
No, this is the landfill air quality.
I got you, yeah, okay, I got it mixed up.
Yeah, this is the landfill.
So many engineers been coming through here.
Yeah, landfill.
All right, the mayor will now entertain a motion regarding Roman number 14.
Like a motion that we approve, room number 14.
Ken, there.
It is the motion and properly second. Are you ready to vote? And if so, what is your vote?
May I have my readings?
You have an unreadiness?
Yes.
The mayor will recognize our lady give his unreadiness.
Do we have any credentials for Franklin Engineering Consulting? Do they specialize in any of this? But you don't need to be hiring folks, and you got engineers that you already don't have on staff.
Do they have a representative here?
No, but the last 6 years, they've been the ones that have been doing the air quality control.
Okay.
They served under Neil Schaefer's, but Neil Schaefer thought it'd be best that they deal directly with the city because of Neil Schaefer's, workload that they had going on.
Is it possible that we can meet him?
Yes. You just have
I'd
to
love to do that.
And I don't see the, well, I haven't looked at my email just yet for it. Did they send a contract saying how much they will pay?
I'm sorry.
We've already approved the proposal, this is just the terms and conditions. And, they did send it to, myself and, so this is just the terms and conditions, the proposal with the fees, already been approved.
I still like to meet them. Have we met them? Or did they just, is somebody out there something? No.
They didn't.
Here's where I stand. Anybody we're gonna do business with, we ought to meet them in the flesh. It's just simple as that. We ought to be able to vet them. We ought to be able to look over their curriculum vitae and ask the necessary questions. Otherwise, I hear Mr. Garrett saying they've been doing business with us for 6 years. And I don't know in 6 years if we've ever met them. Don't know. I know a lot of people come through here and some things can get violent. I just believe if people are gonna do business with this city, we need to do things a little bit differently from the past. And everybody should be vetted. I don't care what position they're going after, whether it's school board, CMU board, housing authority board. We should get to know these people, at least the representatives. We won't know the personalities until they get into the business. But I think there should be a forefronted idea going forward that we can meet the people that we're gonna be doing business with. I know I'm the mayor and I don't have a vote, but I just believe in that we should do that.
It's 700.
All right, there's a motion and a second, and I'm ready, this has been read. Are you ready to vote?
Here, Danae.
Wells on.
Yeah.
Down there.
So there's a 3-3 vote. Therefore, when there's a vote on the trial, when there's a trial on the table, the mayor gets to exercise his vote, and I will vote in favor of the proposal. Therefore, motion carries. Next.
Item 15, approval to appoint Dr. Shakana Anderson as the city clerk for the city of Canton.
So moved.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Are you ready to vote? And so, what is your vote?
Down there.
Wells on.
And,
The vote is unanimous. Therefore, motion carries. Congratulations again.
Thank you all.
Roman number 16.
Number 16 reads, approval to appoint Rotha Brown as chief of police for the city of Canton.
Is the chief of police here?
Yes, sir.
Chief, would you approach, please?
Yes, sir.
The mayor will now entertain a motion to approve Roman number 15.
so moved.
Second.
16.
It's been motioned and properly second. Are you ready to vote? And if so, what is your vote?
Down there.
And, keep them around.
Has everyone voted?
Yes.
The vote is unanimous, therefore motion carries. And I'd like to say this on behalf of the mayor of the Board of Aldermen. Chief Brown celebrated 12 years with the city of Canton on Friday. And I know it's not normal that you received gift baskets from men, but I did send you a gift basket. And I just want to say thank you for your service. I know you get that a lot, but I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I know what you've been through. I know personally what you've been through. And I know how hard it was for you. And I've had to listen to you. And I appreciate you and I love you. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You too, man. Got some tissues, man.
You need it too, that's all. You need it too, both of y'all. And Mayor some, give him some.
Take it off, give hand.
Him some, give him
Give
some.
some, give some.
Yeah, both of y'all have.
Thank you. All right, thank you.
Roman number 17.
17 reads, approval to appoint Kanisha Mumford and Stacy Williams as municipal judge.
It should be Marsha Williams Stacy.
Marshall Williams says.
Marshall.
Marsha Williams Stacy.
I'm glad you said that because I've been calling the state all the time.
The Stacy, the last name.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Any of the judges
Which
here?
was Marsha Williams, now she's Marsha Stacy.
None of the judges here. Therefore, the mayor will now entertain a motion regarding Roman number 17. There's a motion on the floor. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been motioned and properly second. Are you ready to vote? And so, what is your vote?
And
Wales,
Brown eye.
Guilty. Allen,
What was the vote?
Yeah.
Has everyone voted? Therefore, the vote is unanimous. The motion carries. Roman number 18
Approval to appoint Howard Brown as a prosecuting attorney for the city of Canton.
is Attorney Brown here. The mayor will entertain a motion regarding Roman number 18.
Mayor, motion that, we approve, Howard Brown as a prosecuting attorney for the city of Canton.
There's a motion on the floor. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been motioned and properly second. Are you ready to vote? And so, what is your vote?
Guilty, aye.
Wales,
Brown eye.
And
I can't hear you. Abstaining. Okay. The ayes have it, therefore motion carried. And let me say this, when you get an opportunity, to the aldermen and all the ladies, when you get an opportunity, I know everybody's, working, take the time to come out and see how your appointments are working. And I have this thing for court sessions and law, so I stop by quite often. I did more often as an alderman than I do now, and I'm right here in the building. But I think I've been by about 20 times. This gives you an opportunity to see just how all this functions in our city. And in order for us to make it better, we have to know what we need to make better. So the same thing with our city attorney. Just watch the process, and you never know who you may be just encouraging. All right. Moving on. Roman number 19.
It says approval of Horn Mutual Disclosure NDA.
Now these are this is the accounting firm? Oh, okay. And this is a non-disclosure agreement. Therefore, the mayor will entertain a motion regarding Roman number 19.
I so move.
There's a motion on the floor. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been motioned and properly second. What is your vote?
Allen, aye.
Wales,
Brown eye.
And
Guilty, aye.
Allen, aye.
What's the count?
4-2.
The ayes have it, motion carried.
Should we do 20 to 22 together?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so 23 is authorize and approve Wagner Engineering Task Order number 27, building permit plan, review support services to assist the Building and Development Department with site plan reviews prior to permit approval. Number 21 says to authorize and approve Wagner Engineering for task order number 28, City of Canton permitting application enhancements for adding features to the interactive zoning application for further support the city's development review process. And number 22 says advertise and approve Wagner Engineering task order number 16B, City of Canton's GIS zoning map, a second amendment to the project for providing maintenance and posting of the city's GIS enterprise database by updating and managing the software.
Is there a motion?
I so move.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been motioned and properly second. What is your vote?
Carol, I. Here, Carol.
What is that? Brown leg.
And,
The ayes are the majority, therefore motion carried. Roman number 23.
Number 23 states approved to upgrade the city's pay mode account from basic to premium at a fee of 1.5% per transaction to be drafted as a monthly debit from general funds.
For those who may not be familiar with the pay mode, I said the pay mode process, can you give us about a 30-second review on that, Dr. Anderson?
Pay mode is the system in which we receive federal and state funds. Those funds come through pay mode. It's notated there, and it goes to our general funds account. In the past, we have been able to distinguish when we receive those funds, what they're for. For example, if the sales tax or our 2% tax, but they have done an upgrade, and in order to be able to distinguish what those funds are for now, we have to we're requested to move from the basic to the premium so that we can be able to properly cashier and notate in our financial system the funds that we are receiving and where they're to go.
Okay. The mayor will now entertain a motion regarding Roman number 23.
I so move.
It's been motioned and properly second. What is your vote?
Carol, I.
Here, Carol.
Brown eye.
Well,
and,
Vote is unanimous, therefore motion carries. Roman number 20. Roman number 24.
24 says approval to pay $5,150.50 of public machinery for equipment rental.
And this will be for what department?
Of the landfill.
Landfill. Mr. Gary, you want to elaborate a little bit? Give us 30 seconds of why you need this equipment.
Yes, the tractor went down, we needed to apply earth and cover to the MSW and the Class 1 site, before we got an inspection, or before we got able to find. The tractor was down for more than 10 days, so we needed to get garbage truck up, so we covered it. We rented equipment to facilitate the covering of the waste.
This didn't affect the visit from MBQ, did it?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir. We're pleased with us, the effort that we were working on.
And we will get that report, that updated report?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. All right, therefore the mayor will entertain a motion regarding Roman number 24.
Motion.
There's a motion on the table. Is there a second?
Second one on readiness.
We recognize their residents.
Oh, thank you.
What's this looking here?
Pardon?
What did you get in
You
here?
were looking down.
Oh, sorry.
I want to make sure, Mr. Garrett, thank you again for this.
I want to make sure this is for just those days, we already read this, so this is the bill we're paying.
Yes.
Okay, because he was talking, you're talking present tense, I was like, something else that broke down?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, so this is, I wanted to make certain, because I know what I was seeing and what you said was present tense, but this already happened.
Yes.
All right, then, okay. I'm ready, Mr. Vaughn.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Allen. Are you ready to vote?
Ready?
All right, so what is your vote?
Allen, aye.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
Barron,
Here, yeah.
The vote is unanimous, that motion carries. Going on 25.
25 states authorized payment of $5,680 to Ingram Equipment Company for a 5-year, 150,000 miles extended coverage for our 2 freight liners. And those are 2 garbage, our 2 new garbage trucks.
Now, whose department is this? I know it's that one, come on. All right, your reason?
Some time ago, we ran into an issue where we had a radiator, to crack and we lost fluid. And so that radiator cost us like $2,400 to get it replaced. And we figured it'd be better if we had an extended warranty on the equipment for 5 years. In the event that we have another radiator or something like that go down, major component, engine, transmission, radiator differential, and other body parts. So we're paying for it on the front end, but in the event that something happens over the next 3 to 5 years, it's covered.
I know these things happen. What did you do? Did you hit something? What happened?
No, it could have, it very well could have been hitting a pothole.
Okay.
Or something like that that caused it to get off balance, twist the frame, and the radiator moves within the frame.
Okay. The mayor will entertain a motion regarding.
One question, Mayor.
Go ahead.
This is a one-time fee?
Yes. Mhm.
I must have been looking down the line. I know Alderman Brown.
It's some danger.
All right. The mayor will entertain a motion regarding Roman number 25.
I so move.
Is there a second?
Second.
Are you ready to vote?
Brown, aye.
well,
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's the vote? I didn't hear you, Ms. Gill.
I said you, I was hesitant, but I said.
Okay, okay. Has everyone voted?
I said, I thought I said,
Okay, all right. The vote is unanimous, that full motion carries. Roman number 26.
26 states approval of resolution for a 6-month moratorium on tiny home placements, building permits, and applications for special exceptions under pertinent amendments to the Unified Development Code.
Mayor Taylor? Oh, excuse me, I thought you were finished. Now, first, voting.
You ready? Attorney Reeves Jones.
I wanted to present the board and Attorney Banks with the corrected, edited, really, I'm strict with the details. I want to put these resolutions in correct form, as I understand that. And so I've done that. Nothing has changed substantively from what we talked about yesterday. And I'm just going to go and pass these around and just keep those for your own records. And do them correct form as I understand it. This is what it's nice to have the thing done correctly. Mayor, thank you.
I got it. Here. And Ms. Jones, if you would. I know this is a popular name going forward, and I know that the city is in dire need of housing. With popularity versus need, how does this accommodate this particular city?
Oh, which one is that, the tiny home?
The tiny home.
Well, what this really asked for is a moratorium while we research the proper ordinances that will make tiny home available, but have ordinances that controls them and gives guidance for the citizens of Canton. Right now, we have no ordinances or regulations regarding these 400 to 800 square foot homes in our city. And there's also a large movement going on right now in the tiny home market. And my initial research, showed that there's movements to have tiny home parks. And in tiny homes, they could be brought in on wheels, the wheels removed, and they set them down and leave them on the wheels. They can have little platforms to sit on. And it's really fascinating, the number and designs of these called tiny homes that are becoming available. And I was asked by Mr. Lawrence to present this resolution because we're getting calls at the Department of Building and Development about tiny homes. And can I have a tiny home? Can I have a tiny home put in my backyard and rent it out as an Airbnb? And these questions, there's no answers in our the development code right now.
Okay.
And all I'm asking for on behalf of the Department of Building and Development is 6 months so we can research this and come up with some good ordinances specifically for these tiny homes in Canton's neighborhood. That would also include retirement homes under the S1 designation. So that's really what we're doing, is buying a little time, because my experience has been, if there's nothing there, people will take it. If it says no, they'll end up with a tiny home next to your house. So that's all that does. But we're not closed on the idea at all. We just want to research it and make sure we have some amendments to the Unified Development Code that pertains specifically to these tiny homes, so we can answer their questions.
Okay. Any questions for Attorney Reed? Jones?
You said 6 months. I'm sorry, Mayor.
60.
Mayor.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You said 6 months or 60 days? 60 days.
6 months for the tiny homes.
Okay.
That's sufficient time. It's very complicated. The other resolution involves a moratorium on permits for new event venues and new hotels and new restaurants who want to come to Canton and operate and sell liquor under the ABC statutes here in Mississippi, because Canton is a qualified resort area. And right now, once again, we have no rules and regulations, although the state statute, I think 67.11 and C, the state statute gives the municipalities the right to issue permits for those businesses, and also rules and regulations involving how much food has to be sold percentage-wise, to the type of, the amount of alcohol that's sold and served, the hours, all these regulations that most municipalities now we check have. But we have the opportunity to do that ourselves, and so we're going to do a little research. We already have some templates. We've got some other municipalities in central Mississippi, and we believe that 60 days is good enough time for us to put this together and put it forward. And I do want to emphasize, I was very careful in the resolution. I did not say, I said we would not be issuing any permits for 60 days for these businesses that want to operate under that. We will still accept applications. We don't want to turn anybody down, but we want to tell them we're working on the ordinance for this, and it'll be 60 days from the day this is passed before we can move on your application. And that way, of course, in a month, it'll be just like 1 month. So, that's the purpose of that, give us time to come up with something, that will benefit Canton.
What did you said resort status, what does that mean?
Resort status, the state of Mississippi, passed, starting back in the 2020s, what's called resort status, where municipalities which did not, they were dry, as a matter of fact. And there was a movement, as you all know, people wanted to purchase alcoholic beverages in their municipality. And they started out, the legislature did, calling this, well, we can make an exception to being a dry state under the statute. If a municipality wishes to permit the sale of alcoholic beverages, they can vote on it. And if they vote on it and in favor of it, then there will be an exception to Mississippi's dry status. That was the provenance. And then they called it a qualified resort area. And the statute, 67.1 at C, it defines that. And that, in fact, is in the resolution. That's one of the things I did. I made sure that statute was in the resolution and defined what it was. And Canton specifically is included in the definition of a qualified resort area. Because of the Highway 16 runs through it. All that's in the statute. So we have that, but what we don't have are our own rules and regulations and right to issue permits.
Okay.
And we should have that, I think. Subject, y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I yield my time now.
Thank you. Any more questions for Attorney Jones?
Yeah. Attorney Jones, can we approve that resolution/ordinance? Can we title it that? Do you mind? I was saying, can we title it resolution/ordinance?
No, because it's not an ordinance. The resolution is just a moratorium. I don't believe we need an ordinance.
So you don't want to publish it?
We do want to publish it, and I put that in the resolution, but it's not an ordinance per se. An ordinance usually is permanent in nature. This is just a resolution for a stopgap measure regarding our procedures in the building and development department.
Okay. Any more questions for Attorney Jones?
Thank you, sir.
Therefore, the mayor will now entertain a motion regarding Roman number 28, 27. 26.
I motion that we approve, Roman number 26, the resolution for the 6-month moratorium on tiny home placement.
There's a motion on the floor. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been motioned and properly second. Are you ready to vote? If so, what is your vote?
Allen, aye.
Wells, aye.
The vote is unanimous. Therefore, motion carried. Down.
Yes.
What's his name? Okay. The vote is unanimous. Therefore, motion carried. All right. Roman number 27.
Approval of resolution for 60-day moratorium on permits for new venues, restaurants, and hotels which sell, dispense, or give away alcoholic beverages, which are subject to proposed ordinances in the city of Canton pertaining to the sale of alcoholic beverages in a municipality designated as a qualified resort area.
Is there a motion?
I so move.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay.
It's been motioned and properly second. Are you ready to vote? And if so, what is your vote?
Brown, aye. Wells, aye.
Allen, aye.
Stand up, so I can get this down.
Damn it.
Abstain.
Give your name.
The vote is 4-2, therefore motion carries. Next.
That would be number 28, is, 28, resolution to apply for a tax anticipation loan.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
The motion and properly second. What is your vote?
Brown eye.
Wells, aye.
And,
Allen, aye. Garrett, aye.
What's your vote? Can y'all hear, cause I can't hear.
you gotta listen closer.
Is that what you doing, listening close?
She whispers.
Alright, vote is unanimous, that one motion carries. Supplemental
You got, you got.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, chief.
okay. I thought I wrote it down. 28A,
Approval to advertise for chief financial officer.
Immediately, Mayor.
immediately, we have any candidates?
Well, we go to find one.
Okay. Alright. Is there a motion regarding,
Motion.
Second.
it's been motion and probably second and third, but anyway. What is your vote?
Down the line.
Wells, aye.
Yeah.
And,
Vote is 5-1. All lady here, can you see vote?
I said that.
This, the vote is 5-1, therefore motion carries. Item 29B,
That's good, with
We
consent.
consider it.
what was 29?
We didn't have.
You put maybe 28.
I got you, okay.
28.
I'm writing, can't see nothing. Okay, we're now at the, consent agenda. Roman number 30.
29, 31.
Yes.
yeah, I make the motion we approve the consent agenda.
I second.
Got a motion and second.
Yeah, I'm just finishing. All right, it's been motioned and properly second. Are you ready to vote? And so what is your vote?
Garrett, aye. Allen, aye.
Wells, aye.
And,
Brown eye.
The vote is unanimous, therefore, motion carries. The mayor will now entertain a motion to go into executive session.
I so moved. Second.
Are you ready to vote?
Allen, aye. Allen, aye. Garrett, aye.
Wells, aye.
and,
The vote is unanimous, therefore, the motion carries, and we're now in executive session.